What's up, guys? What's going on?
What's up?
What's up? Welcome to Live Sessions with Table 44. This is Steph and Dre. Welcome to the Live Sessions. This is where where the podcast talk about different stories, topics in the headlines, what's going on in social media. You know what that? Our thoughts, our opinions, everyday issues, parenting, health, and everything else in between. How's everybody doing today? Happy Friday. It has been a productive week, if that's what you want to call it. Has it been a productive week for you?
It has. Very productive. I'm tired. It's been a long week.
It's been a long week. But how are you guys doing? We wanted to first give a birthday shout out to our favorite brother, Ro. He turned 40 this week. He turned the big 40.
Yep.
You mad old. And we're gonna be able to.
Old geezer.
You are old geezer. We're gonna be celebrating him this Sunday for a birthday, so that should be super fun. He is assigned a speech. How's that going?
Be like, I don't talk.
I don't talk.
I didn't come prepared and just a scroll just
right, just come out. But can you hit me with just like a little snippet of it, just a sample of it, and please don't.
40 years ago.
Yeah, no. But thinking about how he's turning 40 and your mom, like, she was like really emotional about it. But here's the thing, I thought about it and I was like, I'm in the same position as she is now, how I'll be in another 30 or 40 years, like seeing my kids get old to 40. And I'm like, I kind of get it. And the only thing that kind of prompted that was that one of our friends in the group chat posted a picture of himself when he was younger in a baseball jersey, and I was like, oh my god, he's so little. And then I looked at myself, and then my son, he dropped off one of his graduation pictures, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh my god, they're getting so big. Time is slipping by so fast. So to see her baby turn 40 and then seeing my babies from little tiny people into big people now, they're growing up very, very fast. So I was like, I was not okay. I was not okay this week. So a little emotional because they are growing up so fast. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing, but they are growing up so fast. So shout out to you moms, dads, everybody, family, keeping it together when your kids are growing up. They're going to be empty nesters in a couple of years. But school is starting next week for me. How exciting. Yay. One of my people from my nursing group, she always gives a friendly reminder. She goes, school starts next week. And I'm saying, oh, so you woke up and chose violence this morning.
So like, is she one of those, or like 6 days till school starts?
That's 5 days till school starts.
I was like 4 days till school starts.
I was like, are we really
we start school tomorrow?
So I was like, are you really like and the whole thing is I think the reason why we're all panicking, I mean, not so much, but it's because we didn't get our syllabus yet. So the syllabus is, if you're, aware of that, it kind of gives you an idea of like what to expect for the class, what books to buy, or if there's any textbooks to purchase or anything like that. So none of our classes are open. So we don't know. We don't have a clue what to expect when we get into class. And I had this really grand idea that I start school Tuesday. And I was like, and I reached out. It was like, Steph, we don't start school on Tuesday. I said, we start Thursday. And I was like, really? She goes, yeah. I said, my fat ass would have went to school on Tuesday. And I'm like, oh shit. But for now, it's just a matter of like trying to figure out what are we going to do in a sense of like, how are we going to study? Who are our professors? Who are we going to meet? So like, so I think that's why everybody's in panic mode right now. But I'm like, I'll wait until Thursday and I'll panic then. Because right now I'm like, I'm on winter break mode. And I was like, I'm not trying to worry about all that. But I just want to talk about something real funny that I was trying to find. I've been going on different job interviews for the whole time for the winter break to see if I can find part-time jobs. And then it's just like one job interview I went to last week was for a phlebotomist job at one of the labs. And what happened was there was like, oh, I really like you, this and this. And there was like, well, we need somebody that works Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I was just like, shit.
Can't do it. I can't do it.
Can't do it. Because my school schedule, like last semester, I had classes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And on this semester, it's Tuesday all the way to Friday. And I'm going to the hospital twice this semester. So I'm like, oh. So And then there's other job interviews. They want to start paying me $16 an hour. I'm like, I can't. No.
Might as well work at McDonald's.
I was like, no. I mean, there's nothing wrong with working McDonald's, but it's just like,
yeah, but you work in the medical field.
So
you
for my skill set,
you shouldn't be getting at least minimum wage now.
No, I'm like, I can't.
No,
I'm like, no,
not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen with my skill set and with my experience. I was like, well, how you gonna start me up? I was like, no, I'm good. No thanks. So I've just been turning people down, and then this is not feasible. I don't want to kill myself for the semester and then not get nothing in return. It's like, oh, no thanks. But another cool thing today, I was interviewed an author today, Uma Hussein, who did a beautiful book that I had an opportunity to read. And
look
want me to move up? Well, you're the one with your legs, Matt, open.
My leg doesn't interfere with your chair.
Yeah, it does.
No,
because you
it's my armrest.
All I said, well, it's because you don't want to squish your balls, and I'm like, I don't understand. It's like a guy thing.
It is a guy thing.
It's not a guy thing. It's like, I feel anxious because if I have my legs closed. Like, what are you gonna do? What's gonna happen to him? Nothing's gonna happen to him. Are we frozen?
No, I see stuff walking in the background.
This is a live session. Is what you're gonna do. We can't control that. There he is. What's up, kid? Say hi. Hi. Here you go. What's going on? Stop. What is that? The chin? What is that? What is that? What do you do for that? Yeah. It's round right there. Joe is right now.
Suck it. Night.
Get out of here with your 2024 nonsense.
You gotta go like that.
No. Oh. No. Stop it. Oh my God. No thanks.
You're Spanish. Get out of here.
Yo, get out of here, bro. Look at that. Yo, get out of here, son.
You guys don't have jawline.
You like Spanish from old school. Get out of here.
I mean, this is actually crazy.
All right. Bounce. Bazounce.
Be like a ball and bounce. Be like a banana and split.
Bazounce. Now
me. Oh, come on. Man. You mad nasty, bro. Get out of here. Goodbye. But yeah, I had an opportunity to speak with her today, and it was like super cool. We talked about self-identity, and she is a person with she has a very diverse background. She was born in Italy from parents that are from Bangladesh. She speaks 3 different languages, and now she currently lives in Canada. So she speaks Italian, English, French, and she speaks another, like her native tongue as well. So I'm like, so she speaks 4 different languages. So she works in finance. I'm looking for a guy in finance. No, but she was super cool. She was super nice. And hopefully in another 2 or 3 weeks we'll be able to release that episode, because I have a lot of things cooking in the background. We're revamping our website. We are doing a lot of changes, good changes, but it's the work is very, very tedious.
Mm-hmm.
And we're purging our files, and we are purging
and merging.
Purging and merging. So talking about purging and merging, TikTok is definitely purging in some sense, but we don't know. I think in the countdowns, I think 2 or 3 days until there's a decision made. There's so many different rumors about how I think somebody from Shark Tank is supposed to purchase it, or there was a lot of people that were suggesting that Elon Musk purchase TikTok. So I mean, I think he's in the hole for buying X. I don't know. I mean, does he have money to go buy TikTok? I mean, the man has money. So I don't think it's anything where he might not be able to afford it, but it's just a matter of like trying to figure out what to do with that. But what's happening now, a lot of people are doing archiving. So I myself jumped onto the bandwagon because I'm like, let me download my data just to make sure I can save some of the stuff that I have. But if I can't save it, that's just what it is. So just at this point, the Supreme Court is still upholding it. I don't know what else is going to happen at this point, but it looks like we ain't going to have no access to TikTok. So I don't know if there's a clip if you want to play for the TikTok ban. Yeah, it's talking about Supreme Court. It's upheld the law to set to ban TikTok. So now,
what's the immediate impact here? What are you watching for in literally the next 2 days?
Well, Diane, if in fact this goes forward in 2 days and takes effect, we are led to believe that American-owned companies that facilitate TikTok, so sites like Apple and Google and their app stores, won't be able to offer the app legally for download there or any future updates, at least so long as the ban is in place. So that'd be the first thing. The second question is what happens to all those people, those 100 million people who have TikTok on their phones? That's more of a murky question. The company says the app will go dark, but it's not entirely clear what that means. They haven't confirmed whether they'll flip a switch and turn it off. It is not illegal as of Sunday to have TikTok on your phone. It will not be a crime to use TikTok if it still works. So that will still be, playing out a little bit.
What's the immediate impact here? What are you watching for?
all right, so the Biden administration be like, well, that's not my problem. The Trump administration will be the one to take care of that. He's like, you take care of that. So I think the thoughts is that Trump is really supporting the ban, or is he supporting to keep it? I don't know what his stance is on that. Because I think here it says President-elect Trump has been trying to figure out how to keep the app alive, according to other sources.
What they want is somebody in America to buy it. So I think Elon Musk was thinking about purchasing it. Who you are? Somebody from Shark Tank?
Somebody from Shark Tank, yeah.
Wanted to purchase it also.
Yeah. But they
get rid of it. Get rid of it. So if once it gets banned, somebody else is gonna create another one. We had Vine, then we had this, right? Now we have TikTok. So somebody's always going to create.
Who's the this? You said Vine when you said that.
Vine was similar to, remember, it was Instagram, and then Vine was there for shorts, and then Vine for some reason it just got the.
Well, didn't it get bought up from somebody else, or is that like that type of mainframe of how the setup was?
No, well, TikTok got bought from somebody else. Because TikTok was originally for
ByteDance, right? ByteDance is the whole ByteDance is the whole big thing that they're saying because China's trying to infiltrate our information. They're saying it's a lot about a safety issue. So if it's a safety issue,
they feel like they're stealing information, on America, and they're eavesdropping and all this stuff. Like what? Like Chinese people aren't allowed to create apps.
I don't know what that's about, But the thing is like he's trying to, I think, according to this, is saying that Trump is really trying to keep the efforts of TikTok alive. And, he's trying to see, it's all up in the air. So what I did, I was like, I had contingency plans. I said, you know what? I went ahead and I started doing everything that I've been trying to do on TikTok. I've been doing it and opened up a Pinterest board. And I was just like, listen, I don't want to lose that information that I have. I don't want to lose all the videos or whatever. I said, let me do what I got to do. And I start purging, start looking, start archiving, and then trying to download my data. And I said, let me just start transferring stuff over. Because I was just like, this, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? If I don't have access to it, what am I going to do? I can't do nothing about it. But what are your thoughts? You're saying to get rid of it, but there's people that...
I don't even use it. I barely use it.
Yeah, but then, just because it's like...
Like same thing with Snapchat. I don't know how to use Snapchat. I think it looks so complicated. It's just... I don't use Snapchat.
It's complicated for you, or is it just?
It's just like, I don't know, like it's just the way the menus are, and it looks hard to use.
Okay, this is coming from a man that.
And I love tech.
Drives. Yeah, I was just gonna say drives trains for a living.
I love the tech stuff.
And that is a very
maybe I'm getting older. Maybe that I'm getting older. I just want simplicity.
I don't see how that applies here, but okay. The simplicity of Snapchat is not simple enough for you.
It's not.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue with you about that. I'm not gonna have a discussion about that because it seems to me like it's just like whatever. So talking about China. Well, not China. In the news. China. I think what's happening is if there is a way to save it, what now? That's the thing. People rely on doing sales and promoting and getting their information out there, sharing. It's the same thing. They kept on saying that the most important thing you need to do is make sure you have an email list. You don't want to lose all those followers. So I said, all right, so you have 3 days to get all the information from all your millions of followers. Emails. Like, really? Is that even feasible? Half the people that's probably on TikTok are not even real people. I'm just saying. I don't know. They might be bots or people that have like multiple 3 or 4 accounts. There's nothing in there. I drank it because I think I put too much ice in it.
You did.
I did. But I don't know. I don't know the future of TikTok. And as a person that just like started to really try to get into it, now all of a sudden they're trying to shut it down. I'm like, dang it. So what am I supposed to do?
It is working for us because we got more followers on TikTok than any other platform.
That's what I'm saying. So now I gotta go.
So maybe I should be upset.
I
should be upset.
So I don't understand. He's like, so you're a negative Nancy, and you just don't know.
Well, TikTok is very easy to use. It's just that I don't use it.
Well, in simplicity, right?
It's all about simplicity.
Right, it's all about simplicity. But that's the thing. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. If it's something that you need to address on TikTok and people are there, if that's where your audience is at, then I mean, if that's where the younger audience is at, I mean, why not? But at this point, I'm just trying to figure out what else am I supposed to do. So I was like, let me open up a Pinterest. Let me see if I can able to enable things like that. So it's just like it's been hard doing that, but I'm just trying to do that for the last few days. And I'm like, shit, I don't know what's gonna happen if I don't get my information. It's gonna get lost, and there's other people that have access gonna get lost too. So I don't know. But next in the news, I want to talk about the Korean president. My man got arrested. Now, I also just want to bring up what other president did not get arrested. President-elect Trump. I mean, I don't know if he did some more sinister things. Sinister? I don't know if that's the right word. But for this particular president, what he did was initiate martial law. So I didn't really know what martial law was. So
it's a curfew.
That's literally
exactly what it is.
But I feel like it's more in depth because you can't.
It's a military curfew. Like it's not safe for you to be out there. So they give you the.
Well, why is it not safe? It's not safe because of what? That's what I was.
It could be anything. It could be like a natural disaster. It could be like they don't have lights. It could be anything, like a war. It's just like for dangerous things. They just have put it up in effect so that way you're not out late.
But isn't that for your safety? Why would they arrest the president?
So the president decided not to abide by the law and go hang out or something.
No. Click on it. It says that he got arrested because he initiated martial law. Because he said that he attempted to impose on it. So I'm like, well, what does that mean? That's why I was so confused. They're saying that, okay. Because now they said that there was a holdup. So there was like people that was gathering. It was like, I think it was like a whole big protest. And I was like, I don't understand what's going on. That's why I was trying to get some clarification.
South Korean authorities have arrested President Yoon.
Facing charges.
Yoon Suk Yeol.
Yoon Suk
Yeol.
Shut up.
Who faced charges of insurrection following an attempt to impose martial law. Oh, so he tried to put it into effect.
Oh, he tried to put it into effect?
Yoon
he
is now
tried to
at the
prevent
Corruption Investigation Office. He said he agreed to the interrogation even though it is an illegal investigation in order to prevent any unsavory bloodshed. Authorities served the warrant after an hours-long standoff with his security staff and supporters, which saw investigators using ladders and wire cutters to enter his residence. Yoon has been holed up for weeks. Investigators tried to arrest him earlier this month, but failed. This marks the first time in South Korea's history that a sitting president has been arrested.
I'm not laughing at the fact that...
So now he's on trial for an impeachment trial, which will decide if he is removed from office starting yesterday, but ended within 4 minutes because of his absence.
Oh my God. This is nuts.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, like I said, there's other presidents out there with some more sinister shit,
Yeah.
not being arrested. By all means, it's what is it called? By the eye of the beholder.
Yep.
You know, it is what it is. So, I mean, listen, if shit goes bad, shit goes bad. But let's get arrested for shit you should get arrested for. Not some other nonsense or whatever the case may be. But it is what it is. But I want to talk about. Then I see you hear the notifications and it's
I
on
hear it.
and it's on silent, right? Everything is on silent. It kept on doing that the whole entire.
Yeah, but it's I don't know why it does that.
That's what I'm saying. It like breaks through every time it does that. And it was, and I had it on do not disturb. I had a no do disturb here, do not disturb here, do not disturb there, and it was still doing it the whole entire time.
I don't get it. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
It's never happened before.
Fucking annoying.
Oh well.
What do you mean? Oh well.
Oh well.
What do you mean? Oh well.
Oh well.
But next one, talk about Drake. They're not like us. So
No, you missed one.
what I miss?
Why President Trump got arrested? What is? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. So I had this link here. That's why.
But that was just in case if you wanted to see or
Oh, never mind.
get a definition of martial law. See,
Gotcha. Well, anyway, talking about President Trump, inauguration is on Monday.
the same day as what?
MLK Day.
MLK Day. Here we go.
DJT Day.
Trump all day. I'm like, what? On Monday,
Yep.
MLK Day. Two types of celebrations at this point.
Yep.
Want to talk about the next story?
Yep, Drake is next.
I said, do you want to talk about the next story?
Well, I'm not familiar with most of it, but some of it. The next story is Drake files federal lawsuit against accusing UMG of defamation over promotion of Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us" song. So apparently, he's suing anybody that's involved with the song. He's suing a couple of streamers for reviewing the song, and meanwhile, Drake was seen on those streams texting the streamers like, "Oh, keep it going, keep it going." Meanwhile, like I guess he's trying to build a case against them. So now those streamers are getting sued.
Okay, so how does that even work? That they're getting sued for that?
Defamation of character.
Okay.
So now it says it to the point where it's affecting his career, it's affecting his personal life. His son had to get pulled out of school because the kids were bullying him because of the song.
But what is the most important thing? I'm just curious.
Fame.
All right. When it was summertime, when that song was out, it was a headbanger, right? I
Still
think
is.
It still is. And all the young folks are playing it and everybody's getting into, to the song. What happens is it's beef. It's not nothing new, right? Beef is beef. You're going to beef with somebody, West Coast, East Coast, whatever the case may be. I think what the difference was is that because of the way he came for him.
Yeah.
And the reason why, a lot of people were saying that because he's a pedophile, like in the lyrics.
Yeah, they call him a pedo.
They were calling him a pedophile, which is not a great image for him. And I can understand why they keep insinuating that it's something there's something more to the story. So I don't know if I think it was just the beef that just took it to the next level and it just grew out of control.
Yeah, Drake dissed Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar dissed him.
My question is, who started it first?
I think Drake.
And that's what you fucking get.
Because then
the
Drake also called
you
out.
You started.
Or one of them called out J. Cole also. So J. Cole's like, he did a diss track. But then after the second one, he's like, you know what? I'm done. He's like, I'm just that. He said, he pretty much said, if I continue, I'm gonna lose friends. I'm gonna lose friendships.
And that's the thing. And that's what it is. Like sometimes, like if you're not ready, if you're ready to throw the punches, but you're not ready to receive them, and they're gonna come for you. This is what happened. See, it's still doing that.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either, and it's very annoying. And that happened throughout the whole interview. It was really annoying. But yeah, I'm saying you want to start the fight, you better damn well finish it. And my man, Kendrick.
Yep. And now Kendrick is he's headlining on the Super Bowl. So now that they're trying to prevent this song from this lawsuit from preventing him from performing
the song on Super Bowl on the biggest platform you can ever think of.
Yep.
I mean, in last week's live, we talked about the events for New Orleans, and it's just a matter of like tension that's going to be high. A lot of security is going to be high, things that are going on. And it's sad that the events that happen on New Year's Day trickles down to a great event. You know, now it's I don't know. It just makes it hard for everybody. So now you have to worry about all of this going on with the Super Bowl, and then you got to worry about if people are going to be able to perform in the Super Bowl. I'm just like, are they going to cancel it? I was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like everything that's been going on. A lot of people invested time and money into these games that people work, you know, just to get to this point. And now it just get ruined in a second like that. But this is just, I don't know. It's crazy.
Oh, I want to see how it's going to turn out. I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
You don't think so?
Maybe he just wants an apology.
I think.
But I think it's past that point now.
Like his butt is sore from that.
It's affecting people's lives now. So
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Isn't that the purpose of diss tracks? Is just like to bring attention to you know, get at the person. You know, if that's not my understanding of it.
It was only a few beefs that took it to the next level.
Which one was that?
Tupac and
Biggie. Right. That's the only thing I could think of. But
that's like the major one.
But I mean, Suge Knight is in that shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like a lot of
East Coast, West Coast beef.
That's a lot of turning tables and a lot of stuff that came into play with that. But I don't know, did that come from a song?
I think so.
You think so? You don't think there was more to the story?
For which one? For
Biggie
and Tupac?
Yeah.
I think it was just the whole back and forth between West Coast, see who's the bigger rap group.
But I think that's difficult to kind of say that in a sense. That's crazy though. But they're not like us. I'm like, yo, that's just crazy though. But talking about they're not like us, Starbucks is now initiating a you can't use the toilet without making a purchase. So I'm guilty, 100% guilty for going into Starbucks anytime I have to use the bathroom. But I usually go and buy sometimes. I'm just gonna go get me a bottle of water or something like that. But I'll use the bathroom first, and then I'll come back into the line and purchase something. But 45% of the time, I go straight to the bathroom. So now, what's happening now is that because there was a case, remember there was the case of the gentleman. There was like I think it was 4 African American guys or 5 or 6. They were on they were waiting on a friend or had a business meeting or whatever the case may be. And they were all waiting and they all ended up getting arrested.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah, open up the.
No.
Yeah, open it. It's right here, number 1. So this came to number 1, right? So there you go. It said it comes to a reversal of a 2018 open door bathroom policy that was implemented by the company after 2 black men who had not ordered anything were arrested in Philadelphia while waiting for a business meeting. So it's just like, because one bad thing happened, now you got to ruin it for the rest of us. So I don't know. I don't know if it has anything to do with sales. I don't know if it has anything to do with anything else going on, but now it's just like, you know, a lot of it, I think it has to do with finances. Because a lot of people are coming in using their Wi-Fi and they're not buying stuff, or they only buy the one drink and they're there for 4 or 5 hours. Standing from a business point of view, I guess I can understand why they don't want people there just lounging around and
Well, people do that all the time. So it's not like
currently.
Yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying is that, do you think that's okay?
So just sit there and just wait and not buy anything?
Well, they were arrested and they were waiting for a friend to come by. This is meet me.
Okay, but now the question is, how long were they in there?
They could have been there for 4 hours. Who knows?
What kind of friend makes you wait 4 hours?
He ain't a friend. He got your ass arrested.
Yo, if you're not there in 20, 30 minutes, I'm out. I'm out.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
But now I'm getting arrested for your ass for just waiting for you.
Oh my God. You should show up on time. No,
Exactly.
but what I'm saying is like, how does that even, I don't know. How does that even,
Like every time we go somewhere, even if I have to go inside to like a fast food place or any other restaurant, I make sure I get something or purchase something so I can use the bathroom.
We usually do.
I'm not just gonna go in there and ask, can I use the bathroom? And they're gonna say no. But I always end up buying something to drink or a cookie or something or whatever, anything.
Right. Anything.
Water, soda, beer, whatever. Just to use the bathroom.
Yeah, but that's not the case for everybody. Or whatever. For them,
I guarantee you they wouldn't have gotten arrested if they bought something.
See, I don't know.
Unless the Starbucks workers like, how long it take you to sip that latte, my man?
Why'd you switch up your
Yo, my man.
Shout out to the Starbucks workers. I know that shit is crazy everywhere, but now you're not even letting us use the bathroom now. Come on, I gotta come in. I gotta use the bathroom.
And your prices need to go down.
Sales is going down too. So now it's like nobody wants to go out. I make my hot chocolate here. I'll make coffee here for whoever. I'm like, I don't drink the coffee, but I'm like, it is what it is. I'm not. No thanks. But those are for everybody that drinks coffee, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. I mean, you keep spending your money. I'm like, there you go. We gotta save somewhere. But talk about a large amount of money. Your favorite star, my favorite star, Ryan Reynolds, aka Green Lantern.
Deadpool.
I was gonna say, you want me to say Deadpool? Him and his wife, Blake Lively, are getting sued. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the whole case. It was really something that I think it kind of blew out of nowhere because Blake Lively was talking about a defamation suit, and she was kind of like being like portrayed as I'm trying to find the right words, because the whole thing happened where the movie It Ends With Us, which I ended up reading the book first before I saw the movie, and I enjoyed the book more, obviously. But the movie was, the movie was good. It wasn't a terrible movie, but it was a good movie. But what happened was there was a lot of miscommunication. There was a lot of things that were like fishy that were happening, and a lot of the situation made Blake very uncomfortable. So she made it very clear that whatever intentions that they had, that, I'm not up for it, this is not part of my contract, or whatever the case may be. So what happened next is that they were using social media to kind of depict her like being evil and her being starting shit and lying and all this stuff. And it's just like how social media immediately just turned everything around and turned the tables, making it seem like she was the bad one. I mean, both parties could have been bad. Both parties could have been,
But the whole point of this whole lawsuit is because she didn't like the conditions, like she had all these requirements, and then they added more like love scenes, and he was like, I guess, being very flirtatious and coming on to her and stuff like that, and she just didn't like it.
She didn't feel comfortable. But what's wrong with that? So now,
but then to the point where like started getting text messages and they try to like what's his name, Justin Baldoni, was texting a PR team to try to make her seem like she's the bad guy. It was just a lot going on.
So now it turns around, like now they're getting sued for $400 million.
Yeah, because Ryan Reynolds, he's a comedian, so he's probably like taking jabs at him, and apparently some of the scenes in Deadpool were for him.
The fuck out of
here! Yeah. Like throwing daggers at him.
How early on did this happen that they were able to implement it into the movie?
Remember,
the movie came out in July, my man.
In July, but it was probably pre-recorded a while ago.
So you saying all this bullshit was happening even before that?
Yeah, all this was happening while on set of the movie.
For It Ends With Us, or
It Ends With Us.
They were both being filmed at the same time?
Who knows? Because maybe that one was being done, probably was done before. And now,
probably in the editing phases
and then Deadpool was being recorded, so he threw a couple of scenes in there.
What scenes? Because
I don't know. I just know that they were talking about it.
I know Deadpool, like the Wolverine. I fucking watched that movie like 1 billion and one times. So I'm like, I'm trying to figure out.
I think it had to do with the scene. I think they try to say Baldoni was the Deadpool with the long hair, the samurai.
Nice pool.
Yeah, something like that.
Now that I think about it, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
See, Ryan Reynolds is petty like that.
Yeah.
He would do some shit like that. What did the word that I used last week? I'm on the PPP lane. I'm on the Penny Penderson path. I only said that because I was feeling a certain type of way, and Mr. Molina was getting me mad, and I was just like, I'm just gonna just be petty. That's it. The PPP, the Petty Penderson path. But yeah, that's crazy that being sued for $400 million. Damn. I mean that I know that man got money though.
They got money.
They got money, but that doesn't excuse. I don't want to give up my hard-earned money to go give it to this idiot that probably was the one that started the shit.
Yeah.
So that's
Dude, he looked like an asshole.
he do look like an asshole though. He does. He does look like an asshole. He would be the one to kind of like be the one to start shit and be like, "Oh, I'm innocent." I'm like, turn around and he's like has the fucking like devils on his shoulder and shit like that. Like he like
he's like, I'm innocent.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking horns and shit like that. But again, we don't know them personally. We don't know. We only know from the stories from the headlines, and they can be misleading as well. And the same thing happened with Blake Lively.
Listen,
that
I'm Ryan Reynolds. His back,
bro. I got his back and I got his front. Yo, that man could get it anytime, bro. Who else can get it? The Rock can get it, and my dude from Reacher, Jack Reacher, that dude can get it
Alan
too.
Richardson.
Oh, he can get it anytime.
Damn.
Dirty who?
Hall pass.
All pass, all day. But just thinking about like how movie stars are going through shit, like it's just on another level. I'm like, I can't fuss with like that. I can't. But you have to just keep in mind that there might be some people that are creeps out there. He was one of them, and he got shouted out on it, and he didn't like it. He's retaliating. That's basically what happened. Or if it's a he said, she said story, and retaliation is on both ends, and that's basically what's happening. But I want to talk about lottery winnings. Now, here's the question. If you won the lottery, what would you do with it? Okay, I'm not talking about like little chump change. I'm talking about millions. Like, what would you do with it?
Pay off everything.
What's everything?
All my bills.
Like pay off debt, and that's
Pay
it.
off debt. That's the first thing I would do. And then take a long, much needed vacation.
Would you quit your job?
No, I don't think so.
Me neither. I wouldn't quit my job.
I'll be like, I only come in like 2 days a week.
That's you basically quitting your job.
I don't need y'all. Y'all need me.
That's basically you quitting your job. You're required.
No, part-time. That's not quitting.
Oh, it's part-time. Okay,
Yeah.
That's true. Will they allow you to? Am I keeping you from something?
Well, I'm keeping track of the score.
Jesus Christ, I know what the Knicks game, but after this, we're gonna go see the Knicks game, and we didn't talk about the Knicks games, but right after this, we're gonna be talking about the lottery winnings. So this woman apparently won. I think she won. How many did she win? Can you scroll up? How much did she win?
Hold on, let's see.
All right, so here's what it was, right? So whatever amount of money she won, her family had a family vacation, and they did not invite her. So she was always the person that she considers herself as the black sheep. So anytime they had any gatherings, anything like that, they never would invite her. She would never be, involved with it. So she never involved. All of a sudden she wins the lottery, and all of a sudden the family starts asking, "Oh, are you going to share the winnings?" She was like, "Yo." Then the family start coming for her, calling her selfish. Why would you keep the money to yourself? She said, "Well, y'all never told anything about me. Y'all never shared anything with me. You never told me about vacations. You never spent any time with me. Now all of a sudden you want me to share my winnings with y'all? Y'all bugging." I was like, yo. But if I was to win, I would also pay off debt. But then I would do, I'm trying to think if I would do a foundation. I would definitely do
okay.
a
So
non-private.
I'm reading the story. So she won the lotto, and she never said she never mentioned anything to them.
Right.
So she paid off all her debt. She bought a car. She bought this, and then and then when she finally told them, they were upset.
Yeah.
My
Why?
mom said it's selfish to keep all the money to myself when they're struggling. News to me, given the vacation. My sister hinted that I should pay for her student loans. My brother outright asked me to buy him a house. She continued, I calmly explained that I wasn't obligated to share just because we were related, especially given how they treated me in the past. I also mentioned the trip as an example of how I've been excluded. My dad said that was different. This is family money. Meanwhile, you excluded the daughter from the trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're saying that was different. Now the family is calling her an ungrateful brat and saying I'm ruining the family dynamic.
It was already ruined before.
Exactly.
So this is like a Reddit question, right? Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
No.
Ada. You're Ada.
No, you're not. No, she's not.
Am I an Ada? Aida.
No.
The answer is
no.
no.
You're not the asshole. It's your money. It's your
You're
decision.
NTA, not the asshole. NTA.
NT.
Yeah, NTA, not the asshole.
Not the asshole. There you go. FTP. Fuck that punk. Yo, that's crazy.
It depends. Like $2 million seems like a lot, but I think it's not, unless it depends on how you do.
I mean, think about it. You're getting half. New York gets half.
So $2 million, she probably got $1 million.
She got $1 million.
By the time she pay off her debt, buy a car, pay, you know, if she has a home, pays for a home, she's probably down to like $500,000 already.
Yeah.
You know,
that's it.
Get it, yeah. And if you take a whole family on vacation,
fuck that.
Think about it. If you go like a nice vacation, that's almost like $10,000 to $12,000.
Yeah,
it's a good somewhere good. And now you gotta pay. You gotta pay. That's probably like a family of 4, $12,000. Now you gotta take a family of 6, 8, or 10 people.
Fuck that.
You know, that's like a good over 30, 40, maybe almost 60 grand.
I mean, if you want to go local, but if you want to try to go to Europe, or if you're trying to go on a Disney trip or a cruise or some shit like that, you banking money. That's crazy.
Now, like if the situation called for like she won $50 million or $100 million, maybe close to like $1 billion, the lotto, maybe that's something different.
Fuck no, fuck that.
You know,
my money.
It's still her money, but then at the same time, like I would do it at the kindness of my heart.
All right. But she said that her family.
Yes, they were treating her like
they were struggling.
Which is to say, it was news to her.
What?
That's what it says. My mom said it's selfish to keep all that money to myself when they're struggling, and then she wrote quotation news to me, given the vacation that they all went.
No.
So yeah, like everyone has their own preferences. You know, you're not in. This seems like now, like it's like this is similar to like if somebody becomes an athlete now, or a hip hop artist, they get all this money and now they're expected to you know
share the wealth.
You know, and yeah, a lot of athletes they buy their parents.
If they help lift you up and they help support you from the beginning, I don't see why not. That's something crazy, but. At the end of the day, it's your money. You want to share it, share. If you don't want to share it, that's okay too. Like, you got to be happy with your decision. End of the day, you got to be happy about your decision. Right. That's it. That's it. That's all I got to say about that. Do you, boo-boo? You want to keep that money? Keep that money. You want to share it? Share it. But don't try to act like you did something terrible when these people couldn't even do you the courtesy and tell you they went on vacation. Yo, fuck that.
It's funny because I was reading another article where a family, it was kind of similar to this, but she didn't win the lotto. It was one of those Ada questions. Am I the asshole? And her family booked a trip for everybody, but then they were asking her if she's going to be available for the trip. But meanwhile, they purchased their tickets. Now, when it comes to the trip, like all the other siblings, they expected her to babysit the kids. Meanwhile, she was excluded from the trip. They never told her. And then when the trip comes, now they're dropping off these kids to her house because they thought she wasn't going. That gave them the right to drop the kids off at her house. Meanwhile, she has to go to work and all these different things. She's like, no, I'm not watching. She was like, I'm not watching your kids.
Was there any arrangements made?
No arrangements. They thought thought that she was not going and that she was willingly going to watch the kids. when they were gone for like 2 weeks.
There's nothing in there. There's nothing willing, nothing. You got to make arrangements. You come to my house, you better text me or call me. Half my family knows that. And the other half used to show up in my house. Mike.
If we go on a trip, I ask my mom in advance, like, yo, mom, can you watch the kids again? How long you gonna be gone? Like 3-4 days? All right, cool, no problem.
No problem.
And then she'll take off from work or something,
or she'll make arrangements. But that's because we're communicating. We're saying, hey, listen, if this is not okay, then we won't do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of confianza, the type of level of communication you have to have. Yeah. You can't just be like, I'm gonna drop off my kids just to assume that just because you're not going, that you're available to go watch. I got shit to do. I ain't got time to fucking watch your kids.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they excluded her from the trip. They didn't even bother asking her if she wanted to go.
FTB.
So the whole family's going on this trip, like 10, 12 of them. And they never told her about this trip.
Bro.
And then the week of, they expect her to watch the kids. And they're like, oh, we thought you were staying home to watch the kids. Bitch, you didn't even ask me.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Nope.
So are you a Ada? Nita. NTA, not the asshole.
Not the asshole. And I think it's just a simple, communication. It's just a lack of like respect at that point, because it's just a matter of like courtesy. Like, yo, by any chance, are you available? Would you be able to watch the kids? No? Damn. All right. I'm going to have to make arrangements. It's not that fucking hard. It's not that hard.
Nope.
Y'all make it hard. Man, I've seen some of them Reddit stuff, and they've been talking about some stuff about weddings, talking about people babysitting, people losing money. All of them are not the asshole.
Yep.
In the percentages that I've read. But that's
it. Right. It says Reddit users are weighing in on the situation, with men commending the poster for cutting off family. It's your money and your decision how you want to spend it.
That's it. So you jump back to the lottery winnings. They never expected
you to start with. They don't deserve anything from you.
So you jump back to the other story.
So this is the lotto. Yeah, it's back to the other story.
Oh, it's back to the other story. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about the lotto. It's your money, your decision. Spend it how you want.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's a harsh reality that sometimes the people who should love and support us ends up being the source of the most pain and hurt.
Ain't that the truth, Ruth? But here's the thing.
Not sure how it's family money, especially when the real family didn't include her. This is
Yo, why is it the comments always will get you, man?
Trying to get everybody to believe him if it's not real Mark.
Why is it all over the This is a farce.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, you want to make sure that you communicate. Like, if there's a miscommunication, it's either on your part or somebody else's part.
And then this is another thing where if you win the lotto, then people that you never heard of are gonna start coming at you. So this is why you don't make it public. You open up an LLC.
And she wasn't public about it.
Right, she wasn't. That's what she did it the smart way.
She did it smart. She did it smart, and that was the thing. And she's paying for it now. But
meanwhile, now everybody's gonna come for help, ask you for help. Now you become a philanthropist automatically, because they expect you to give to all these organizations.
No, I don't think. I mean,
no. If you become public,
I would.
They're gonna come at
Oh, well, I mean, that's not the assumption.
Public winnings. No, that's exactly the assumptions, because they expect you to donate to all these different charities.
Who's they? The people
these charities. You're rich now. They want you to help.
If you are there to help the less fortunate, well, why not? But if I'm paying off my debt and I'm chilling,
where were y'all when I was struggling?
Where were the charities
exactly
helping me pay my bills? Not there.
Exactly. Now I'm rich, and now you're coming. Oh, you want my help now?
Now you want my help now. But I mean, that's an asinine way to look at things. I mean, if there is legitimate help, the organizations and charitable, they're there for your help, especially in times of need. But like, don't come out the woodworks trying to buy for money now. Like, it's too late. I don't got no more. I spent it all already. But I think what happens is you made a great point that it's not always laid out nicely. And people get ugly when it especially comes to money. Like, if you're lending money, family, like money does things to people. You know what I'm saying? That people get greedy, or or the opposite. People like to either give it away or people like to keep it. So, it's a mixture of things. But in this case, I mean, I feel bad for the lady, but I'm like, pay your debt. Don't worry about these people. They ain't fuck with you anyway, so you don't have to do nothing for
That's it. NTA,
them. NTA, but
not the asshole.
not the asshole. So I want to talk about some health news. So now they're saying that red dye number 3 is no longer legal, as it is connected to sources of cancer. So now FDA has been the red dye number 3 has been banned in the UK, and it's been happening for years now. So I don't know how is it that all of a sudden the US is now on the bandwagon, like when this shit should have been banned decades ago. So now, because they're seeing the link between cancer, now there's something like, oh, we need proof first before we do anything. And now that the proof is here, the proof is in the pudding. Now everything is now coming to fruition. Like,
So now what's gonna happen? We're gonna different color.
stupid.
We're gonna go blue now. Red
no,
is dead.
No, I think the point is trying to incorporate more natural products, not something.
Okay, so now like a red candy is just gonna be clear. It's gonna look like a ginger candy or a white menthol.
I have no idea. To be quite honest, I don't know. But the case of this is that now that they see the link, now they want not to be able to use it now as a illegal process now. So definitely have to do a little bit more research on that. But just to kind of figure out what are they going to do next, I'm not sure. And that's the crazy thing. I don't know what they're going to do for sure. I really don't know about that. But so our last topic for tonight, I want to talk about the trending of gentle parenting. So I don't know if you guys have an understanding of gentle parenting. What is the lesson we want to impart to you today is what kind of parent are you? So if you're thinking about how, I'm trying to think of the right word. So there's a video I want to share, because I think this is like the best way to demonstrate what it is about the idea behind gentle parenting. Oh, and we want to know your thoughts. This guy, he breaks it down really well.
Research, I've discovered that you don't know what gentle parenting is. We say that gentle parenting is ruining the world because kids don't even have guidance. Nobody even seems to care the way that they behave. You're not describing gentle parenting. You're describing neglectful parenting. Neglectful parenting is low on warmth and low on boundaries. Neglectful parenting is not gentle parenting. It's neglectful. When you say the kids are walking all over parents and parents don't even have it in them to tell them to stop, they cave on their boundaries just so that they don't make the little kid cry. You're not describing gentle parenting. You're describing permissive parenting. Permissive parenting is very high on warmth. They love and nurture their young people, but they don't set boundaries and stick to them. They cave because they don't want to make their kid uncomfortable. They're failing to uphold the rules, standards, and expectations that needs to grow into a responsible human being. What you say you want is parents who will uphold strong boundaries, let a kid know what a kid's place is, and when boundaries get broken, when expectations are not met, to punish them swiftly so they know what's right or wrong. That's authoritarian parenting. Authoritarian parenting is very high on boundaries, a lot of strictness coming through, and a lot of swift punishments if things go wrong. Fear of punishment is what causes a kid to respond in the way that they do, and that makes a relationship low in warmth. What has been found to be the most effective strategy for parenting is a strategy that is high in warmth and high in boundaries. That is called authoritative parenting. Authoritative parenting is one that sets clear boundaries and expectations and relies on natural or logical consequences. And guess what? Kids are going to fail to meet expectations. When you punish a kid for failing to meet an expectation, you put the emphasis on your emotion, your feelings instead of their actions. So they learn to do good, not because doing good is right, but they learn to do good to avoid your punishment, which means they'll do good as long as they don't get caught. Authoritarian parenting has a long list of negative side effects that include lower self-esteem, lower cognitive skills, anxiety, depression, a higher chance of aggressiveness in young people. Authoritative parenting achieves the positive impacts of pro-social behavior and responsible decision-making without those negative impacts. Gentle parenting is an example of authoritative parenting. If you don't care what your kids are doing or supporting their social and emotional well-being and helping to shape them into responsible, happy, healthy, hopeful young people, you are not a gentle parent, you're a neglectful parent. If you put more emphasis on pleasing your young people than teaching them the right way, you are not a gentle parent, you are a permissive parent. If you hit and shout out and punish your child whenever they do something wrong, you are not a gentle parent, you are an authoritarian parent. Boom. Gentle parenting is authoritative parenting. High boundaries, high warmth, high expectations, high support, high clarity, high love. Kids aren't being ruined by authoritative parenting. They're being ruined by the other three. Class dismissed.
Boom.
After extensive research, I've discovered that you don't know what gentle parenting.
So I love this breakdown. And I think it's simply because it hit every point you can think of. So, on what spectrum do you find yourself? I feel like I'm a mix of.
I feel like I'm in exactly where we need to be. You know, sometimes I drop down to
authoritarian.
Yeah, authoritarian instead of like a balance. Because I'm quick to say no.
But saying no is not being.
But I say hard no.
Yeah, you be me sometimes.
Yeah, but then this is telling me I got to be like, my son, the answer is no. And I got to put you down slowly. That's what it seems like. It's be like, tell you no in a nice way. Without the yelling and the screaming.
Right. And you're still practicing that, aren't you?
I'm still practicing. I feel like I got better. You're not agreeing with me? You're staying quiet? I think I got better.
I think what it is that when we find the balance between trying to be supportive and trying to still be aware of what's going on and making sure that we support them in the best way we can, we have to give our boundaries, but we have to give them love too. So you have to give them the same amount. You give them the high expectations, and you have to give them the love, the support that they need.
Sometimes when you feel like the yelling's not working, you got to switch it up.
Yeah. And I found out that it doesn't work. Yelling doesn't work, but talking to them nicely don't work either. So sometimes, sometimes I just ignore them.
Sometimes these kids, you gotta yell at them. You know.
Sometimes.
Before I bust you in your head.
But I think I had a great discussion with the interview with my guests, and I kind of like broke it down where I always feel like there's always going to be some difficulties in parenting, and there's always different generational understandings of how to parent, who to parent, who are you parenting. So I think a matter of just trying to understand where do you fall in that spectrum. I think if you have a mixture of everything, I think it should be okay. I think so, but I don't know. You guys give us your thoughts. Let us know what you think, or what kind of parent are you? Do you have an understanding of gentle parenting? Tell us. We want to know. But I want to say good night. We're about to go see the Knicks game, and shout out to the Knicks. We were able to go see a game on Wednesday against
76ers. We went to Philly.
Went to Philly, had some cheesesteaks.
With my brother and sister-in-law.
It was fun. And we got home super late, and everybody's still tired and recovering from that.
Catching up on some
Z's. But guys, I want to thank you for coming on the live with us. As always, you guys are always welcome to come and join the lives. If you have any questions, you want to talk about topics, anything that you want to talk about, let us know. Let us know in the comments. And we hope you guys have a great weekend. I know that we're going to be celebrating birthday this weekend, so we're going to have lots of fun. You guys also enjoy your holiday off on Monday, and we will see you guys next week.
Hope so.
Hope so.
All right. See you in the next one.
See you on the next one. Have a good night, y'all.